Hey budgeting friends, welcome back to another quick, easy, simple, budget-friendly recipe video on my channel. Y'all know this is my second time filming something like this. Normally on my channel, I do cash stuffing videos, check-in videos, things that are budget related as far as money handling goes. But because part of budgeting is saving money on what we eat, I've decided to add these videos to my channel. So if you enjoy content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button real quick down below. It is completely free to subscribe to my channel. Plus, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's just jump right in with our ingredients. We're going to need some white rice. I prefer jasmine rice, but you can use any rice of your choice. Broccoli. I did get just 1 crown of broccoli from the produce section. This was 72 cents, so super cheap. And it does seem like very little, but it does break up into a lot. But you can also use a bag of frozen broccoli if you choose. I have a package of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can also do bone-in chicken thighs, but keep in mind the the cook time will be longer because of the bone. This is a 2.59 pound package for $5.93. You're gonna need some ginger. Also of your choice. I prefer this squeezed ginger that you keep in the fridge, but you can also do powdered ginger. You can do fresh ginger also, of course. And then another, of course, is going to be the garlic and onion powder because that just goes in everything. You're going to need some honey. If you don't have honey, you can also use brown sugar or regular white sugar. Or honestly, you can probably use any sugar substitute too. Some sesame oil. If you don't have sesame oil, it's fine. Just use any oil of your choice. The sesame oil will give the food a different flavor. It does give it a very nutty type of flavor, which just kind of helps with the combo. But if you don't have it, it's not a big deal. Just use whatever cooking oil you choose. And then, of course, some soy sauce. So all in all, this meal is going to cost us under $10 to make, and it's going to feed my family for 2 nights. So we're very big on leftovers. And yeah, if you guys want to get this recipe or try this recipe, I'm going to post the ingredients in a text form across the screen so that you can take a quick screenshot and have them saved for you and for when you want to cook. So let me just go ahead and trim the fat off of these chicken thighs, and I will be right back to show you guys the next steps. All right, friends, so I got some of the fat trimmed off. I am not a butcher, so by no means is it going to be perfect. I just got a lot of the big pieces off, and the fat will cook down, and it will add a little bit of juice to the actual sauce that it creates. So we're just going to go in with our ingredients now. We're going to start off with, I forgot to mention, you do need a tablespoon of vinegar. I don't like the vinegar in it. I prefer a half a lime, so I'm just going to squeeze half a lime in here. We're going to create like a marinade, and you do want it to sit for at least 30 minutes minimum, if not overnight. It is currently 11:19, so I'm just going to let it sit up until I decide to cook dinner tonight or whenever I'm ready to cook dinner. So we're just going to do it like that. And you're going to need 1/3 cup of honey or your sugar of choice. It's really good with brown sugar, honestly. I like it with the brown sugar. But I'm just a sucker for honey too. I don't know, have y'all ever had a flour tortilla with butter? Sorry, I just threw that in my sink. With butter and, sorry, I'm trying to get the honey off the spoon. With butter and just like a little bit of honey in it. Oh my God, it is so delicious. So delicious. It's almost like a cheap version of a sopapilla. All right, so we got the honey out of the way. I do want to add a little bit of fresh garlic. If you have fresh garlic on hand, definitely add some, because fresh is always better. But I just wanted to add a little bit of this, and we are going to add our garlic powder. And you can go as heavy as you want on the garlic powder. We love garlic, so I'm going to finish this little jar of seasoning that we have, pretty much. So. But I would say at least 2 tablespoons minimum. And then we're going to do onion powder. You can also roughly chop up like in big chunks, a raw onion and throw that in here for flavor. Next, we're going to hit it with the ginger. And you want about a tablespoon of this, fresh or powdered. And then we're going to do soy sauce. Soy sauce we're going to do, where's my measuring thing at? 1/4 cup of soy sauce. You can also do low sodium soy sauce if you'd like. Because remember, the acidity from the lime is also in there, or your vinegar if you decide to use the vinegar. So you don't need a whole lot. Sometimes as I cook it, I will add a little bit here and there, but I just wait. And then we're gonna do a tablespoon of our sesame oil. Let me grab that. Like I said earlier, the sesame oil goes a long way, so you don't want to overdo it. I've done that mistake before and it ruined the whole entire thing. So, and then I'm going to, after I give this a mix, I'm going to chop up my broccoli, and I'm gonna just basically put the chopped up broccoli in a Ziploc bag just so it's less for me to do later on. I won't have to worry about it. Oh, and I do want to also add a 1/4 cup of just water, guys. Let me grab that real quick. Just a little bit of water. So I'm just gonna put this glove on real quick and give this a good mix. And I'm just gonna put it in the refrigerator in this same Tupperware. I don't have a gallon size Ziploc bag, or I would have put it in there. So it's really easy. If you do have the gallon Ziploc, you don't have to really dirty a dish for the marinade part. You just basically just dump it all in the bag, Ziploc bag, seal it up and go, and just put it in the fridge. So yes. So I'm going to give this a good mix, and I'm going to come back with the chopped up broccoli just so you can see how I chopped it up. I do want to just give an example how to make, you know, a whole head of broccoli seem like a lot more than it is. So yeah, I will be back with that, okay? So yeah, I just basically cut the broccoli off of the root, and you do want to save this root. I guess that's what it's called, a root. I don't know. The hard part on the broccoli. You want to save that. I don't know if you have ever saved any of your vegetable scraps, but it's a great idea to do so. I just cut it like this. I just slice it. I don't like a super thick broccoli stem on it or whatever. So, but if you, going back to what I was saying, if you save your veggie scraps, so the parts of the bell pepper that you're not going to eat, you can save scraps off of an onion, carrot, any type of veggie scraps, the ends of fresh green beans, sorry, because you can save that and make a soup. So you boil all your veggie scraps, and it actually creates a super delicious broth that you can make for soups, especially if anybody in your family when they get sick or get a little cold or something. All you have to do is I just keep everything in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. Pull your veggie scraps out of the freezer bag and put them in a pot of boiling water, and you're just gonna boil them until everything is kind of like nice and wilted. The broth will turn like a brown color. So it's a very quick, simple, cheap way to make veggie broth, and it's super delicious and nutritious. So yeah, so we have our broccoli chopped up. I'm gonna add this in the fridge with my chicken to marinate, and this just be ready to whip up tonight. So I will see you guys when I decide to cook dinner. The rice we're just gonna throw into a rice cooker, and yeah, simple. Hey friends, welcome back. Alrighty, so real quick, I just went ahead and pulled out our chicken thighs that were marinating in the refrigerator. I added them into this 9x13 baking dish, and I just drizzled, I put the chicken thighs down, and then I poured over the remaining amount of marinade that was left in the container. And I did just go ahead and drizzle a little bit of olive oil over it. I was going to do the sesame oil, but I don't want to ruin this because the sesame oil is very strong. So I just went ahead and put a little bit of oil over it, and that's going to help cook in the oven, which is currently preheating right now to 375. And I just want to quickly show you real quick with the broccoli what I'm going to do. I actually put this bag of broccoli in the freezer by accident. Luckily, I noticed earlier in the day and I was able to pull it out so it could thaw, but even frozen is cool, no problem. So all I'm going to do, since we've already got it cut and cleaned, I'm just going to put it into a Tupperware and put it into the microwave with a little bit of water, roughly like a half cup of water in it. And I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 4 minutes. That's going to steam it. If it needs a little bit more, I tend to like my veggies more on the tender side, so I might add another minute. But that's it. So the broccoli gets steamed real quick in the Tupperware. I throw a few slices of butter in that, add garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper to taste, and boom, broccoli is done. I do have my rice cooker over here to the side, and I do have about 1.5 cups of jasmine rice cooking in there. If you do not have a rice cooker, I highly recommend it. It is so convenient. And yeah, be right back, guys. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled it out of the oven because scratch the 375 is taking way too long. So I have my oven preheating now at 400, and I'm just turning these. They are already cooking up really well, but obviously still too juicy, still too raw to eat. So I'm just turning these. I did forget to mention earlier that each chicken thigh, when I was removing the fat, I did cut them in half, just so it is more chicken, and like, you know, I can serve just a couple more pieces versus just one big piece. It just, one makes it look like more food. Trains your mind, I feel. It trains your mind. But either way, it's just so it can be more. So that is that. I'm going to be back. My rice is already done cooking. I highly recommend a rice cooker. I'm going to link one in the description below, because it's just like a set it and forget it kind of thing, and it's so awesome. I don't know how many times I've ruined rice because I've overcooked it, or it's undercooked and needed more water or whatever. So this stuff is super easy with the rice cooker. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. 400 degrees. I just did my first flip per se. And yeah, I'll be back. Okay, friends, so obviously it took a little bit longer than I expected. This is how the chicken should look. It is hot. Dropping stuff. So this is how the chicken should look. It's going to have a little bit of juice, but everything is fully cooked. Even a little bit of char is okay. I just want to show you guys what I did with the broccoli. I did steam it. I ended up doing 4.5 minutes. I threw a couple slices of butter in there. So we're just going to hit it with some onion powder, of course. And then y'all know we got to hit it with garlic powder. So I ended up doing, I want to scratch everything that I said before. You need to start at 400 degrees. And then after 10 minutes, you're going to put it to 425. And just let it cook. I did flip the chicken once. And yep, so we're just going to close this back up. And just, I'm going to shake it up in here. Super easy, super simple. So this is good to go. I do have my son's plate. I always make his plate first. So this is my son's plate. He's gonna get a few pieces of chicken. Oop, come on. And we're gonna do a little bit of this broccoli. Let me get another spoon. Obviously, the jasmine rice, you can definitely add butter to it if you'd like. Salt, pepper, whatever. And then the best part is this juice, which is our marinade that has cooked down, reduced down, along with the chicken fat. The little bit of chicken fat that was left, like I told y'all earlier, it's going to cook down and make a little sauce. And yeah, this is our dinner right here. Super cheap, super simple. The only thing that was not simple was getting our temperatures right. So started off at 400 degrees, and then you're going to raise it to 425 after a good 10 minutes. And you're just going to watch it to where it's browned, basically fully cooked, but it's still going to have a little bit of juice. And that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you like this video. Comment down below. Let's do any type of flower. Any type of flower emoji is going to let me know that you watch this video all the way through. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night. Bye.